Welcome to the Laughing Gremlins podcast. Due to technical difficulties, we don't have an intro. Oops.
Bubbles, and I have been told that I've been cursing too much in this podcast, so I'm gonna do a better job. Yeah, you get awkward silence. That's what you get when you tell me not to use my vocabulary. Today I'm joined by Damish.
Hello.
And Hippie Panda.
Hey guys.
And we're gonna start off by talking about things we've done this week. And this week we dragged Mike to an escape room.
I actually forgot that was going on.
I'm getting yelled at. Well, I'm getting angry thoughts thought at me because we're going out of order from the itinerary. But yeah, so what'd you think of that, Mike?
It was...
Sorry, Damish. They'll never know.
Yes. It was actually a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be cheesy like on The Big Bang Theory, but it was...
Are you talking about that one where they had like the escape the evil lab thing?
Yeah.
That one looked kick-ass.
When they did the escape room on The Big Bang Theory. That's what I'm talking about.
The big difference is that they're the smart ones going, this, and this. And we were the ones going, numbers mean things, right?
Okay. In our defense, you were bogarting the last clue that we had.
That's
there were
true.
other
you
clues
were carrying it around like...
You were carrying it around, and we kind of looked at it
is.
like, okay, and then handed it back to you.
Yeah, I screwed up on the last one because there was a little detail in the clue, a little gold dot that I did not notice.
Spoilers.
Yeah, don't go to the Farmington Underground, otherwise you're going to know,
You'll know
all the answers. The gold dots mean something, people. The gold dots.
The golden dots.
Soylent Green is people. There, I got my old reference out of the way.
Moving on.
I have to
No
do
clue.
one a podcast now.
I didn't get it.
So-
What is that?
You don't know what Soylent Green is?
No.
It's a really old movie. Soylent Green is people. That's all you need to know. Like, people eat Soylent Green, and then one guy figures out that is people. Dee-dee-der. Speaking of old movies, Pet Sematary got a remake. Me and Hippie Panda went to see Pet Sematary.
Okay, before y'all start rambling on about that, have any of you seen the original?
Yes.
Is it as good as the original?
No.
No.
I know what I figured. Go ahead.
Yeah. Is the remake ever as good?
No.
Because,
No, it's not.
especially in the horror genre, going into a horror not knowing what's what is kind of what makes it like, oh, this will be interesting. Whereas the remake, it's like, oh, he's going to do this now. This is the part where he does this. Yeah, they changed a few things, but...
What was that, the whole segment?
Pretty
Is that where you're going
much.
with that?
Too many fake jump scares.
The only jump scares were big trucks coming by. That was it for jump scares.
So, big truck actually takes the little kid out, so I'd be a little scared of that.
Yeah, but like...
They were definitely building up like, wow, those trucks are dangerous. But it was also supposed to be like, all right, we haven't done anything to jump the shit out of people in the audience for a while.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was. Fun fact, I don't know if you're old enough for this, but did you ever see Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes, I have seen Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah, the guy who plays Bill, the leader of the group of aliens.
Didn't watch the show religiously. I have seen it, though, so I don't know what you're talking about.
He plays in that, and it's one of those things where, like, most of the time watching the scenes that he's in, I was just looking at it like, is that him? Is that guy? And that ruined it.
Okay.
My meals don't taste as good. It took me that long to figure it out.
So, we're going to talk about something a little more interesting. Did either of you guys watch Rookie?
No.
With
No.
Nathan Fillion in it?
You've already got my attention. Continue.
It's about Nathan Fillion being
Oh,
middle-aged.
the one where he's a cop and he's too old
Yes.
to join the force. I've seen the prequel or the previews to that.
Yeah.
Is that out?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good show.
Where can I find this?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Right on Hulu.
Ah, interesting.
Go ahead and watch it. Nathan Fillion at his best.
Better than Firefly?
Wait, so...
Not at his best.
what
nothing's better
genre
than-
is it? Like, what is it about?
Cops.
Just him?
It's a cop show.
Buddy cop or just cops?
What?
Is it like a buddy cop where he's playing off a partner and they both grow from it? Oh.
No. It's... I'm not going to give too much away, but it's basically about three rookies, and he's the old rookie, and he's wise, and he's...
He's wise.
Yeah.
Are you sure Nathan Fillion's playing him? Because he generally does better with the, not wise.
Mal's pretty wise.
True, but at the same time, he's also got those moments where he's like, wow, he's a dumbass. How the hell is he still alive?
Yeah. But it's basically about that, and it's kind of a little Nathan Fillion does all these great things. But we're actually going to circle back around to something I know I'm kind of,
Go for it.
hijacking this podcast. But last episode, we talked about Summer Glau and how that one line there, what was it?
Oh, the one with they weren't cows on the ship?
Yeah. And how you equated that to the guy that was probably a little mentally
challenged.
I don't know if we could say that, or handicapped.
I think it was one thing of that I said it about, because one thing he said was like, I can kind of understand it, but there's something more to it that I'm just not smart enough to put together.
Okay, so the point I'm actually trying to make here is, if you listen to what Summer says, throughout a lot of the show, at first it's like, okay, she's just rambling incoherently, but if you actually sit there and think about what she's talking about, it's like
very well done.
Next level genius shit if you sit there and think about what she's actually talking about.
Easily my favorite character.
Yeah. It's one of the 2 times they reference where like something said that's kind of nonsensical, but then Mal references like, so Ron, that kind of makes sense to me, because there's that, and then there's the speech that Jane gives in Janestown.
That was kind of nonsense though.
Yeah, but everyone offered to the shortest end of a stick ever been offered to a human being, but you took that end, you took it, and well, that's something, and then all of them are just kind of dumbfounded, like, that shouldn't have made sense, but it made sense. Am I broken?
Yeah, but anyway, rewatch Firefly with that kind of frame in mind, that she's not, losing her mind, she's actually saying next level genius shit, and it makes it a whole lot more interesting, I think.
You should be looking at Hippie Panda. She's only seen it once. I've seen it, like, more times than I care to admit.
How many times have you seen Serenity?
Serenity once.
Exactly.
I don't
Zero.
care for that
Haven't
movie.
You should watch it too.
We'll work on it.
You should probably finish all of Firefly first.
Oh, she's seen all of Firefly.
I've seen it all.
Then you should be moving on to the next level.
So don't call Serenity the next level.
It is the next level. Next level doesn't always have to be a better level, but there is always a next level. Like Mario with a fucking water level there.
There's not always the next level. There's always the last level. And that's what Firefly was. And then Serenity was fucking DLC.
The first level can't also be the last level.
No, but there was a first episode. And then the next episode was the next level. And so on and so forth. And then it had a nice end to it. And then if you paid an extra $20 for the movie, you get to experience another bonus level. And it was just not up to par with the original.
Wait, so you're calling it DLC?
Yes.
Get the fuck out. Anyway, we should probably move on to something else and actually get back on point with a coherent ending going on.
we don't do coherent endings. We just kind of like get to the point where we ramble, and then I just kind of put a stop to it somewhere. I'm like, that's the end. But yeah, we're gonna go real quick around the room, talk about like any new stuff that we've done in gaming. Hippie Panda has been dreading this because she has not been a good little nerd. So what have you been playing, Hippie Panda? We played some Minecraft today.
Yeah.
See? You got something.
Well,
now Damish is upset.
What about that game?
Because Minecraft is a timeless classic. What were you saying?
The game with the girl that I want to keep playing.
Wait,
the
what?
Hellfire one?
Oh, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played that game?
No, is that the chick with the really long hair?
Really long hair.
Yeah.
She has like dreaded hair, and she has like blue paint on her face, and she has like these black markings that are like going up her arm, slowly killing her.
The whole point is basically like she's insane and you're one of the voices in her head. You're able to control her, but while you're playing the game, the other voices are talking to you and like it's supposed to be like an experience of what, I don't know what condition it is, but they worked heavily with psychosis. They worked heavily with some people with the condition to try and emulate it as accurately as possible. It's neat.
People talking to you is schizophrenia. Sorry.
Schizophrenia, that's the one. But yeah, they worked with schizophrenia.
It's a really good game.
Is it?
It's neat. I will say, when I first got it, I stayed up until like 3 a.m, and I genuinely thought I was out there for a while.
Wait, you stayed up till 3 a.m. playing a video game? No.
You'd be surprised. I've been an old man these past few days where it's like, it's 10 o'clock, I'm fucking tired. And then no matter what time I go to bed, I'm up at 8 a.m. The fuck is that?
Have you ever actually seen 8 a.m. where you don't have to work?
Yes. This past week, I stayed up until 4 a.m. trying to be like, now I'll sleep in and I'll get ready for night shift. Woke up at 8 a.m. going, what the fuck is wrong with me? I hate me.
And just real quick, I do have to say, have fun trying to edit all this crap out.
No. They're going to listen to every frame.
What were we just talking about before we got sidetracked?
Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah,
what we've been playing recently.
You should play it. It's really good.
So we've got Senua's Sacrifice and Minecraft for Hippie Panda. What about you, Damish? What have you been doing with your gaming time?
With my gaming time, I've been setting up domain controllers and web servers and just various Ubuntu servers.
None. No gaming time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that usually, but I managed to get through what's available for the Horde story of WoW, and that's neat. And I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like Sylvanas, well, for people who don't know, Spoilers for the next, 30 seconds or so. But she brings Jaina's brother back, and she's going to use him as a weapon. Then the Tauren dude, Bane Bloodhoof, is that his name?
Yes.
Right, and Karen was his father. I keep mixing those two up.
It's not Bloodhoof. I don't remember what his last name is, but it's Bane.
But yeah, that dude. He and the Tide Mage, I can't remember his name because he was not that important of a character. And they tried to... Well, I'll get to that. And the main character go free the dude, bring him to Jaina, refusing to basically use him as a weapon. Then you get back, you report it. She kills the Tide Mage, Sylvanas does, and they tried to treat it like, oh my god, that's such a big death, and it's like, meh. And then she imprisons Bane, Bloodhoof. Pretty sure it's Bloodhoof.
I don't think it is.
But yeah.
But it's not that important.
Looking back at it, I feel like they could do a great job if they just tweaked her character just a little bit. Make her...
Sylvanas?
Yes. Yes, they're going for evil because evil. That's what it feels like now. But if they just tweaked it just a little bit, gave it a Mal from Firefly tweak, where she's doing it because it's the only way they're going to win, and she's going to have that on her conscience and not on the Hordes.
Okay. That's not even Mal's alignment, but we've been over this one a few times.
I'm just saying, it could be good. Other than that, I got a new game, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I thought I was getting a Dark Souls game with it. That game has been kicking my ass to the point where I don't know if it's too hard for me to actually beat.
Wait, did you just say game's too hard for you to beat?
I know. Usually when a game abuses me, it's like a sadistic crush I end up getting on a game. I love Dark Souls.
So for any of you guys that are actually watching this, go check out Not Bubbles' channel and look up that Thursday boss battle. What's the name of it?
Oh, the Sands one?
Yes. Look that up and then understand why I was surprised that he's saying he can't beat a game.
Sans from Undertale. He's an awful, awful boss. Took me 2.5 hours to beat. But, I don't know, Sekiro, it's weird because I'm so used to Dark Souls where it's just dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit. 100 perfectly timed butt pokes in a row and you kill the thing. And in Sekiro, what it does is you lower their health so that their poise recovers slower. Then you just manage to reduce their poise enough so that you get a kill blow it. And I'm just so freaking bad at it.
It's about as much fun as cancer. So...
Well...
It's not fun to watch either.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like it's going to be.
Now, I think the biggest problem is that the main gameplay when you're not fighting a boss is stupidly easy. It's a stealth game where you sneak up to somebody and it's one of those things where, they've got a cone of, 30-degree vision in front of them. So, if you're walking up to them from a 90-degree angle, they can't see you.
Does it have ninjas in it?
You're a shinobi.
Anybody that knows what that means. Anybody.
It's a type of ninja, but it's treating it like it's a samurai ninja. It's weird.
Yeah, I agree. So what else do we have for the podcast today?
I got a few legendaries from Hearthstone because the new expansion came out. We're just going to talk about what they are, what they cost, what they do, and whether you guys think that's interesting or terrible. Hippie Panda's going to have a few fuck that card because I used one of them against her. Nothing to say. You look like you want to say something.
I do, but it's probably best to keep it to myself. So Go ahead. I'm going to just, tune out for a little bit.
Alright, so the first legendary is...
This is the part where Not Bubbles realizes that neither Hippie Panda nor Damish can be bothered to talk about Hearthstone. If you think it would have been interesting, yell at Damish on his Twitter. If not, tell Not Bubbles he's bad on the Laughing Gremlins Twitter.
I'm sorry, I'm like a kid at Christmas. I got promised to talk about Star Wars, so I'm just kind of waiting.
I've been waiting for this section the entire time.
Nothing else matters besides that.
It's a good song.
I've never heard Nothing Else Matters besides that before. Except by the Go-Go Girls.
Nothing Else Matters. It's a good song.
You don't know that song?
He's being a smart ass.
Okay, I was like, who the fuck are you?
Trying to.
Why don't you know this song?
Failed.
That's going to be the entire community. Dan's our community. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Hi, Dan. How's the Red Laces going?
Just for the sake of people understanding it, if there's a second person who watches these podcasts, our friend Dan watches them. And I got a text just now about the red laces aren't racist because we mentioned that he was racist for wearing red laces.
Did we actually put that in the last podcast?
We did. That's why that's why he sent me that message. So anyways, we're going to go right into Star Wars and some crazy fan theories about...
Before we even start, I swear to God, if any of those are fucking Jar Jar's or Sith, we're going to go rounds.
No, everyone knows that one.
I love that one.
Yeah. Oh, we need to get a few things out of them. Just clear it out of the way so that everyone understands where we're coming from. Mike is the Star Wars master of the group. He's the one who's seen all the movies, watched all the shows. You read the comics?
Yes, I have read the comics, and yes, people, I have been late before, so get that right out of your head now.
No kids to prove it? Huh. Okay. That's Damish there. Me, myself, I'm one of those neckbeard angry nerds when it comes to Star Wars. I watched the original, 4, 5, and 6. I've watched the first and second of the prequels, and I stopped. It wasn't Star Wars.
Literally, the only one everybody was waiting for. They want to know what the hell happened. They put Vader in the suit, and you did not watch it. You don't even understand why when people call Anakin Vader, it pisses me off.
Because he was renamed Vader and became his own entity.
Yeah, he stopped being Anakin. He was Vader before he was in the suit. People don't understand that.
So who's a better fighter, Vader or Anakin?
I hate you, but the answer to that is actually Anakin.
Is he?
Yeah, he would have fucking crushed him. Vader was actually hindered by his suit, and plus he lost so much of his body. Yes, we're going to go into a midichlorian talk real quick. He lost so much of his body, it was lessening him in the Force.
We're going to hope that technical difficulty didn't just eat the description of what me and Damish are like as Star Wars fans, but we're going to go right into Hippie Panda as a Star Wars fan. When she watched it, she was young enough to not hate Jar Jar Binks.
True. Jar Jar Binks is my favorite character.
You're joking, right?
You think I'm kidding.
I don't
love...
know if she's trolling.
He's an idiot, but he's a funny idiot.
Actually,
he is so
explains
entertaining.
quite a bit. It explains quite a bit. It really, really does.
What
do you mean?
Young people who find it funny because he's cartoony and just a complete shithead?
Yeah, we're going to say that.
Wait, why? I don't understand why people hate him so much.
You did actually watch the movies, right?
Yes, I understand he, fucks shit up and he says stupid shit and he gets them into trouble and blah, blah, blah. But,
it's more just who he is.
Yeah, but things wouldn't have happened the way they did if he didn't do some of that shit.
One of the biggest problems is...
I swear to God, if we're getting into Jar Jar was a Sith, we're all going to go around saying...
No.
It's possible.
I will say,
it's so possible.
Probably the main reason people hate Jar Jar Binks is because... you watch the original 3, and you're like, no, this isn't just for kids. And then you try getting people into it, and then they see Jar Jar Binks, and they point to Jar Jar Binks, and like, this isn't for kids. And you're like, please don't judge it based on that fucking thing. I hate him too. See,
that's why the animated series was so good.
Jar Jar Binks isn't in it?
No, actually, he's still in it.
Okay.
He has a couple of his own episodes, and it's annoying as shit. But it makes Anakin less of a bitchy character. In the prequels, he was just a whiny person that you just want to choke the entire time.
Agreed.
But
to be fair, we all hate sand.
Anyway, so I heard some fan theories about Star Wars before this fucking thing dies out again.
Was there something else I wanted to put in? Other than the Christmas special is the best part of all the Star Wars?
How many times I gotta kick you out in one night? How many times?
I mean, it's obviously not working. He's still here.
Yeah, I see that. I need to get a bigger dog.
What was that one animated movie that I saw? Because I saw the intro to the animated series.
Yeah, you saw the intro to Clone Wars series.
Yeah, what was that movie?
Clone Wars.
Okay. All right, and the second of the prequels was Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm same page. Just to touch on it. Hippie Panda over here has not seen the 2 new ones.
We're gonna run into that soon.
I know what happens in the 7th one.
Yeah.
The Force Awakens, I know what happens in it. I just haven't actually sit down and watched it yet. But 8, not a clue. Don't tell me.
You know 8's the one where the big thing happens, right?
Don't tell me.
With Princess Leia?
Yes.
No.
No. 8. No, that's Force Awakens.
That's Force Awakens.
No, with Princess Leia, Mary Poppins, all that shit. That was the last one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She goes
Don't
Super
talk.
Saiyan?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's get back on point. It's already going to be a bitch to edit this anyway. I think I'm the one.
That suck for you.
I think I'm the one that's swearing a lot.
See, we bring up Star Wars, James just loses his head.
Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad.
Talk about the...
So, here's one. Everyone knows that...
Wait, did you say Gryffindors? I think we're talking different genres here.
That's what we can do next. Harry Potter fan theories. Damage will be lost.
That's a good...
Have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
I have. Just not in a long time.
Perfect. That'll probably actually be next week's then.
Back to Star Wars, please.
Back to Star Wars. The little morphine drip that keeps Damish going.
Yes.
Okay, so the scene between Han Solo and Kylo Ren, the final scene with those two, you're making a face.
I am. Go ahead.
Why are you making the face?
Just go ahead.
Why are you making the face?
Let's get this one right out.
The idea is that in that moment, it's not really clear who did what. Obviously, what happened is pretty clear because, lightsabers. But people think that Han grabbed the lightsaber and did it himself rather than Kylo doing it as an attempt to, keep Kylo from going to the dark side.
Yeah, and if you actually watch the show, which neither one of you have, you will see that Kylo actually has this kind of shocked expression on his face.
Yeah.
But it's complete bullshit. He did it. He turned to the dark side, and that's just... But Han did fall down in a pit, and other folks that have fallen down in pits have come back.
Oh, you think Han's coming back?
Yes.
Is that a big prediction for Star Wars 9?
No, not in the movies, but somebody will do
an
a
animated
comic
series.
fiction
He's
and
done.
do it.
Well, I mean, if Darth Maul can come back.
Darth Maul, Darth Sidious came back in some books. Boba Fett never actually died in the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, Darth Maul's back with, robot legs, right? In the animated series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And shit, what was that? Oh, Han Solo movie. He's in that one too. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
Oh, shit, spoiler. My bad.
Wait, Darth Maul's in that one?
Wait, in what?
In the very end.
Wow.
Wait, what
Does he
movie are
talk?
you talking about?
Yeah, he
He
talks.
doesn't talk at all in the first movie.
Yeah, he does. Just
Yeah.
not very much.
I don't think he does.
He does.
It's been forever since I saw it, so I'll take your word for it because I don't want to
Pretty
commit
sure
to
it
doing
does.
the research to prove you wrong.
Well,
That's
still
how I
watch all of
roll.
them anyway.
Do you guys have any opinion on that, even though you haven't seen it? You think it's out of character?
For Hans to...
Yeah, for Han to actually activate the lightsaber instead of his son?
Yeah, from what I've seen, it does seem a little out of character for him. Yes, he's willing to do stuff like that, but as far as, people making their choices, he's never really been one to take choices away from people.
He's an anti-hero, but he's not that good of an anti-hero. He doesn't ever seem like he'd sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not alone. The Star Wars expert agrees with my opinion on that.
Yeah, it's just...
I win!
It's
You don't win anyway.
It's out of character for him. Yes, it's his son, and yes, he's trying to save him from the dark side, but Han's more of trying to get out of situations.
Yeah.
Using his
Mm-hmm.
wits instead of just blindly hey, I'm giving up. So no, I don't think
Is
that's
this
true.
going to slowly lead to libertarianism? How, when there's a choice of do it or don't do it, you can always be neither.
But no, if everybody wants to get bored in tears, we could go on to libertarianism next.
Perfect.
I'm happy.
That's what we're going to do. We're just going... Next podcast, I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to read the book aloud.
Please.
Atlas Shrugged is the book I'm talking about, just so people understand. We're not going to do that.
Okay. I'm like...
Anyway, there was another fan theory, right? This wasn't the whole Star Wars
there's
bit.
a few more. I'm just going to leave these two for last. Padme was killed by the Force.
What?
Padme.
I know who Padme is.
Okay. Basically, her and Anakin were so, close together, they were linked, and the mental anguish that was going through Anakin as he became Darth Vader, she felt that, and rather than dying of a broken heart, it was that particular instance that killed her.
I haven't read the fan theory, but I think they were actually kind of pointing to Sidious was the one that killed Padme, and that's what it was. He was doing it through the Force and making Anakin think they did it. I'm pretty sure that's what they're thinking, because Anakin doing it just from sheer anger. He was going towards the dark side. He was already Vader at that point. And yes, I know I fucked it up before, but anyway. He was already Vader at that point, but he hadn't completely committed. He was still in the mindset that he was going to take Sidious out because he was evil.
Fair enough.
So killing his one true love, the whole reason why he's doing that, really...
Let's see. This one isn't exactly a fan theory, it's just something kind of fun to poke out. People tried to treat it like a fan theory, kind of like last week, how they're Shepherd Book was a mole in the Alliance, and it's no shit. Ewoks eat humans.
Yeah, you
No shit,
actually...
They tried to kill Luke, or they tried to cook Hans and Luke, right?
Yeah, and you would see the stormtroopers' helmets all piled around.
Yeah, they were using them as drums.
Yeah.
In the after party. But here's the thing
So
that I liked
how
about
is
that.
How is that a theory? If it's
It really
It's
isn't.
kind of a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer one, but somebody tried posting it look at this. But they did point out that, what do you think they were eating at that after party where everyone was having a happy time? Stormtroopers.
You mean who?
Who?
That one just tickled my fancy. I do like this one. And maybe you'll have an instance of whether or not this could happen. Can the Force control time?
Yes. If you watch the Morbius arc, they are controlling time. Time flow different inside of that whole little cube, whatever the hell they're in. So yes, technically it controls time, but I don't think a Force user can.
Okay. Because the fan theory was that Yoda Yeah, Yoda was slowing down time on Dagobah while he was training Luke, and that's why in such a short time Luke got so much better than what should be expected. Like, even though a month passed in real time, Luke's been training for years at that point. Something like that. I don't know how much could reasonably be expected. And to be fair, if any Jedi could do it, or any Force user could do it, it'd probably be Yoda.
Yeah. That one,
They have a thing for Yoda.
that one's kind of believable, but if
That
you
Little
makes
green
sense.
heart on.
but if you see the last movie, I think it's kind of alluding more to the way they were doing it before was just wrong. Stealing little
Yeah.
kids and then training them from birth, basically just forbidding the dark side.
Right.
But the new way is kind of you have to give in to both, or else you're gonna just fully commit to
And-
one.
And that's basically what the last, technically 2 fan theories are talking about. Where Anakin was the chosen one supposed to bring order. He did. He ended up getting rid of the Sith and the Jedi Council. Balance.
He actually did it twice. Again with the Mortius arc and that one because he killed Sidious, which brought balance back. So yeah, that one's
Yeah.
100% legit. He
True
was.
neutral. Everything gone.
The one that I want to say is some people are actually saying that Luke was the chosen one because he's the one that convinced his father to kill Sidious, and he's the one that actually brought balance back. I don't really believe that. I don't really like that one, but that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, fair enough. Because, technically it'd still be Anakin doing it if Anakin ended up making Luke.
But it was through Luke though doing it.
Right. So he's still the chosen one, just by association.
Yeah.
And the last fan theory I got for Star Wars is because Anakin brought perfect balance, the Force itself is now stronger than it's ever been, which explains why Kylo and Rey are so much stronger, and Rey's like a Mary Sue because they have access to the full power of the Force instead of it being like choked into submission, and this is the part that we have.
See, that one, I think that's more, there's really 2 story arcs going on there. The whole balance of the Force ended with the originals, and the one that's going on now is different. They're treating the Force in a completely different way anyway. And
Everyone
the whole,
can do it.
well, yeah, and the whole Jedi Sith, well, anyone could do it before, but the whole Jedi Sith thing is kind of getting thrown out.
So I know this is the keyword that triggers most people, but do midichlorians still play a role? Obviously, they don't talk about them, but
It's still canon. It happened in a movie, so it's still canon.
I just mean, like, with the Force being treated so differently. Like, does that mean Leia always had midichlorians?
That's another one that pisses me off, because they kind of make it seem like if you have 2 Jedi parents, then you're going to be a Jedi. And the whole friggin' will Leia Mary Poppins thing, no, that's not how it works.
Maybe just there's a second form that are of life forms, kind of like the midichlorians, that are also attuned to the Force. But now that the Force is awoken, bam.
Yeah,
Logic.
there's many different life forms that use the Force. It's not just Jedi Sith. It's not just humans and whatever the hell they're called, the ones with the friggin' dicks on their heads. But there's different. If you watch the movies, Rogue One, there's completely different religions and culture on the Force. It's not just one or the other. Was that the last fan theory?
That was the last fan theory.
So I got a pretty good one. Han used the Force, and that's why he was such a good pilot, and how he always got out of things.
Honestly, I always
Obviously-
thought that was canon.
Yeah, obviously he didn't do it consciously. He didn't realize that's what he was doing, but he was actually using the Force.
Yeah, because I remember talking to our friend Jesse about it and bringing up, like, hey, would you rather have a lightsaber or would you rather have access to the Force? And he went off on like a 45-hour-long rant about, yeah, but the lightsaber would be useless without the Force. You just have a really cool glorified cutting stick, because all the cool stuff, being able to like wield it, like them being able to process everything so well, and that's why they're able to have such intricate and like really cool choreographed fights. That's because they're using the Force to amplify their own abilities.
It is. If
Yeah.
you actually look at some forms of lightsaber combat, most of them involve using the Force.
Mm-hmm. And cutting off a hand.
Yes, that's actually a technique.
Yes, I saw a film there.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's actually a technique.
I wish I came with that in my back pocket so I could have just dropped it and been like, boom. You're fucked. I'm the expert now.
So that was it. No Ahsoka theories. Do you even know
Do
who
you know
Ahsoka
any?
is? Yeah, there's a couple,
Wait.
but they've been proven true. Like everybody said, Ahsoka didn't die in the temple, and she actually came back.
Ahsoka is Anakin's protege, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was Anakin's Padawan, and spoiler, full disclosure, whatever. She's actually my favorite Star Wars character.
Why is that a spoiler?
It's not. I meant to say full disclosure and spoiler came out, but she's actually my favorite. Just 'cause
Somebody's going to be there, like, listening to this podcast, getting angry, like, oh my god, they just dropped a bomb. That's supposed to be the 12th episode of podcast shit that comes out.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Ahsoka is and you think anything I said was a spoiler, you're bad.
And you don't know what spoilers are.
Yes.
So, we'll go around the room.
Wait, what are we doing now?
Lightsaber with Han Solo type force, where you're able to force yourself to do improved reaction stuff for fighting and such, or full-on force powers. What would you rather have?
Obviously, full-on force powers.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. I want
What-
to shoot
what kind
lightning.
of question
I
was
don't care
that?
if it's evil.
No, there was a Jedi version of that too. It's never been seen, but there's a Jedi version. But I'd rather do the Yoda thing that I can't remember what it's
So-
called, where you suck the lightning into your hand and be like, yeah, what up?
What up?
Absorption, more or less.
There's a word for it.
Okay, since you are the Star Wars master, I do want to ask, what are some only good powers and only evil powers? Because I thought lightning was strictly evil, or dark.
Sith lightning is, because in order to be able to use Sith lightning, you have to have been a victim of lightning.
So they shock their own students until
Yeah.
they learn to do
Yeah,
it?
if you watch the animated series, Savage Repress, that's actually how he gets more in tune with the Force. Basically, Dooku's like, you suck, you can't do anything, I'm just gonna hit you with lightning until you get better or die.
Oh, that's
That's
beautiful.
pretty much the episode.
That's just the teacher getting so mad at you, they just start hitting you with a ruler until you get good at math.
Yeah, pretty much. Bringing people
Except
back.
for that doesn't work.
Yeah. I was pretty good at math when I was a kid.
Get hit by a ruler a lot? Do we need to hit you with a ruler until your degree changes to whatever it is that's better at math?
Go home. Anyway, as I was saying, bringing people back from the dead, that's purely side one too. There's a couple for the light, but I just can't remember them right now. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on it. Watch the Mortius arc. A lot of that stuff's really shown. It's probably one of the best arcs in the whole cartoon series.
Honestly, if they came out with just a book explaining the Force, all the different powers, I'd buy that book and read it in an instant.
But they
But they
can't,
keep-
though. That's exactly why, because they keep changing it. Like, they change how crystals get their colors and how they actually work. And it's stupid.
Orange lightsabers are for temple guards?
Yeah, it's
Ha!
it's kind of a yellowish, but yeah.
I was gonna say orange.
I know things. That's the important thing you gotta take away from here. Also, I know that Darth is a title that's a challenge to everyone. Come at me, bro. It's pretty much all my Star Wars knowledge. That's it. Right there. Lay it bare on the table. 3 things about Star Wars I know. And Jar Jar Binks sucks.
Hey,
Ah.
what were the other ones? I think I missed them.
The orange lightsaber is apparently yellowish.
Well, it's not really yellow, but it's yellowish. It's like,
Gold.
yeah, kind of. It's like a lighter orange goldish color, because there is an actual yellow lightsaber that Ahsoka uses as her second.
And there's a purple lightsaber specifically reserved for if you're black.
That is so racist. Don't say that.
Uh,
To edit that shit out.
no, we don't.
Yeah, we almost went a whole podcast with any of that bullshit.
Sean, keep your
Fucking-
racist shit out of
That's
here.
not my racist shit. What's his name?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. Who's the actor? Oh god, this is what's going to cause people to hate this podcast. Not the purple lightsaber being racist comment thing.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
I
because he's
think you might be doing people wrong.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, what about him?
He specifically demanded that he wanted a purple lightsaber for
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I hate to keep bringing this up with the cartoons. They brought in purple lightsabers and made it canon. So it's not just some person, as you say, asking for a purple lightsaber.
It's for if they're black. But yeah, that's everything I got.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't we just leave with that? We could have done this in like 5 minutes. Wait, we haven't even done what's on our radar yet.
Oh,
How
shit,
are you
shit.
killing shit that hasn't even started?
Right. We haven't done what's on our radar. I derped.
I have to edit that out.
I'll deal with it, okay? Get off my back, woman. I'll edit that out, too.
Will you, though? Because I kind of feel like that stuff just gets in there, and it's like, wow, these people are a bunch of racist, sexist, people.
He is the racist, sexist one.
Racist and sexist comments are funny. That's all I got.
Okay, so
They're funny unless you're the one making them, and then people attack you. You can laugh at other people's comments,
What?
but you can't make the comments.
Somebody has to make the comments in order for other people to laugh at them. I'll be the whipping boy. I don't care.
So 1 to 10, how cringy was this podcast?
That's to the audience because I'm biased.
Yeah, I am too.
12.
I'm gonna say yeah,
Say
it's
12.
at least a 9. I've heard cringier, but not by much.
That's only because you don't watch PewDiePie.
I don't.
Oh god, I need to
I
take that
don't
out.
either.
Can't attack PewDiePie. We'll never get anywhere.
Hate is how we get viewers.
Oh, okay, perfect. So games on our radar. Damish, you did your homework.
We're still gonna do this?
Yeah,
I thought we were
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna end it.
No.
I thought so too.
Just scrap it.
I'm over it.
Nope. Damish, you actually did your homework this week.
I don't remember what it's called.
Isn't it like Total War?
Yeah, it's Total War 3 Kingdoms, I think.
Yeah.
That's
it.
What is it
All right,
about?
we've got a title.
Uh-huh.
It's a game.
So I had this one because my very first gaming PC I built was because I want to play medieval Total War. Not really into
Japan.
I'm just
Go
gonna-
on. You just chat on me for being racist. Go on, talk about how you hate Japan and ninjas and all that stuff.
No,
And pandas.
no, that's not even where I was gonna go with that. It's just I don't like it when they narrow it down so much. The whole point of medieval Total War and those kind of games is you're fighting against a big group of different cultures. Just
Kinda
like
Civilization?
yeah, just like Civilization. You could be America or you could be the Huns or the
Gandhi.
Mongols or whoever. Gandhi. Can you? Yeah,
No, you can be Gandhi.
yeah.
He was in the first one.
But that's why I want to see it, but I don't really want to play it because it's just kind of one section, one kind of culture. And it's not really
Still,
my thing.
like, if they went into full-on all the different clans, it could be interesting. If it was historically accurate.
It's still just kind of monotone for me. It is the one on my radar though, because I did my homework last minute.
Yeah, we all did. We weren't entirely sure whether or not we were recording today. Hippie Panda, you want to go next?
For you Mortal Kombat players, the new Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out on the 23rd, and it's supposed to include 6 new characters, so that's cool.
Who exactly are they?
It didn't say.
Wait.
6
brand new characters?
6 brand new characters.
It really didn't say,
Huh.
or we just.
It didn't say.
Now, do you know if the characters from the last one are showing up again?
It's supposed to be, I think they take out a couple,
Oh, thank God. I didn't
but
like those
it's supposed to be mostly the same ones from the last one, including 6 new ones.
Okay. Because they've done that before. I think it was Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where they're just like, anybody who's ever been in a Mortal Kombat game, and that roster was fucking.
So
too
this
big.
is what 13, 14,
Mortal Kombat 11?
11.
11.
So it's 11.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, what?
So why exactly do you need to make 11 of the same frigging game? Because it really is. They
It
add
is.
characters, they take them away. I get it. It's going with the time because as it gets better, it gets
Yeah,
better.
I mean, the
It
graphics
looks
are better.
prettier.
They're more
That's pretty much the big selling point. You
But-
can see meteor, wetter chunks.
true.
But do you really
You
need
can say
to
that.
make 11 of them though?
Not
Like-
really.
Like with Final Fantasy, they got what 15 out now, plus all the spin-offs.
Mhm.
They're different every time. They all follow the same kind of premise, but they're different. They have a different story every time. They always have to have Sid. They always have to have the the quest
Sydney.
type thing. Really? Is that what they did?
Yeah,
Please tell me
in
that's not what they
15,
did.
they made it her. They made him female and named her Sydney.
That's such bullshit. But Sid was a female in another one, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Did you have a game or
We're not going to keep shitting on Mortal Kombat? That's always a good time, though.
no? I was.
Well,
I, was,
I do like
understand
Mortal
why
Kombat,
people
though,
are
the
shitting
game.
on it.
I
though,
do,
like-
just not 11.
But I
of
see
them.
what you're saying. Pick one, like it, learn it, love it, done.
I
No,
don't-
it's Soul
I don't agree with
Calibur
you guys
that-
at all.
Soul Calibur that had Yoda as a DLC character.
And Zelda. Come on.
And Zelda?
Yes.
Well,
How'd you not know that? It was Yoda, Zelda,
I've never
and
followed Soul Calibur.
who was the third one? Because there was one for each platform: Xbox, PlayStation. Who was the third one? Jesus. Excuse
But
me,
yeah,
one
you
minute.
can get depending on the versions, you can get unique characters at least. Like Freddy Krueger's a character, Xenomorph's a character. I think Jason's a character. Leatherface.
I think it's cool that they come out with different games with new characters.
All right. That looks like that's about all the time we got. So we're gonna end up wrapping up here. We'll say follow us on Twitter at Laughing Gremlin. Follow our Ifunny _laughing_gremlins. Join the guild in WoW Fenris server. And fourth one, Discord, right? Follow our
Yep.
Discord.
Discord, and coming soon, we're going to have actual videos so you can see our ugly mugs on YouTube.
Or they can just follow
And-
Twitter.
Our website's going to be coming soon, and let us know what you want to see on it.
Yeah. Say bye, Hippie Panda.
Bye.
Perfect.